What's up, y'all? This your girl Starr Kraziness, and we are back again with another recap of the Braxton family values. So don't touch that button. I'll be right back. You know how this go. Okay, hey, we back, y'all. Back in full effect, like my mama said, and in color, what she likes to say. But let's go ahead and get into it. But I'm gonna do this disclaimer right here, right now. I am not going to probably cover every scene because some of the scenes, I think if I, you know what I tell you, but I'm gonna cover it. But if I brush over it, like, okay, then I really wasn't too interested about it, but I'm still gonna inform y'all about it. But if I talk a little more on it, it means I was interested, and I was like, really? Okay. But the episode is called Shit Gets Real, and it gets real however real you can get on a reality show. Just saying. So let's get into the first scene. We get back to Tamar's house. You know, she's telling the girls that she's gonna get a medium. Trina said, deuces. I ain't got time for that. So then the medium, his name is Tyler, he comes in there and he actually looks young. Like, he looks like he's 20, 21, you know, in his 20s, so young 20s. And he just says how he connects with the spirits and all that. He has to scribble on paper, and I guess that's how he connects. He's one with them. Don't really too much care about that because I don't dibble and dab in that. But you do you, Tyler. And so later comes to find out that's supposed to be Evelyn's mother-in-law. She's, you know, watching over Logan and stuff and just trying to, I guess, have an interaction with Mama E. And I'm like, still, I don't know about that because these seers and, you know, people that be saying they know the future, and I don't trust it because they could be saying one thing and it could actually be something else. But, you know, I just don't. But they feel that he's telling the truth, whatever. If that's gonna make y'all sleep at night, well, all right. But I'm like, Trina, I ain't got time for that. Deuces, yeah. But what is it? I think it was Tony. She brought up that, you know, Mama, don't you want to tell him about where you actually saw them and stuff like that? He's like, oh yeah. So everybody get up besides Tony and Tawanda. Tawanda saying, no, I'm not going. You ain't. I'm here supporting, but I'm not going, or whatever. And Tamar, this was her idea. She talking about okay. But like I said, they said it was the mother-in-law. It might not be. I don't know. To my personal knowledge, it could have been some demons running around there because, you know, Tamar be acting a fool and all that bad. Anyway, moving on. So Tawanda goes to Trina's restaurant slash bar chicks, and they're supposed to discuss, you know, what happened at the house. But before that, Trina had something to say. She like, okay, look, check this out. This man came up here looking for me, not once, but, you know, twice, couple times, and he claimed to be he's my cousin. And my workers was like, do you have a cousin named this looking like this? And she was like, no. But she felt like she needed to have a firearm, aka a gun, to protect her. And my thing about that is, if you ain't never held a gun, if you ain't never shot a gun, you might need to go take some practice at the gun range. You know, get familiar, not just say, oh, I'm gonna up and get a gun. You know, because when you shoot a gun, it's to kill. And I mean, anybody could tell you that, especially people at the gun range and stuff. When you pick up a gun, it's to kill or injure. So, if time comes when you gotta protect yourself, are you gonna be mentally right? Like, And I know me, I'm a little, G around this time. Let me stop. But I do get, any female or anybody, when they cough guard, they freeze. So I'm just saying, just think about, trying to get a firearm, because I don't too much know about that. But comes to find out, the dude, he was as she called it, a potential stalker. But she, Tawanda, she was like, no, you're not getting a gun. I'm like, how you gonna tell a grown woman what she ain't gonna get? But I know you're looking out for your sister, and you know her better than anybody. But she's like, no, you can't handle a gun. So what makes you, no. And why didn't y'all call the police when this happened? Like, I'm with her. Why y'all didn't call the police? I don't care if he said he was related. Hey, you got somebody up here, and I know he don't look familiar, and I know you probably don't know him, and then you said you don't know him. So I think it's safe, Trina, we need to call the police, But come to find out, the boy just wanted to get in the entertainment business. I'm like, why is you going through her? I guess you thought by going through her, she'll take it to Tony. Just trying to get known. All right, moving on from there. So we have Tracy. She goes to this event. It's for the kidney foundation. I know I'm missing a word. I just can't think of it right now, but it's for the kidney foundation or whatever. And she goes in like a room where it's her manager, her mama, cameraman, of course, and I think somebody else. And she just goes, telling them that she's how this affects her within her family, and it can affect anybody else. And talk, just basically doing a little here and there, talk about the why she's there. And then she goes on to talk about how she's going to get her hysterectomy in a little bit, and how she's nervous and stuff, and how she thinks she's not going to be a woman anymore. And her mom said, what? Wait, rewind. You're not going to be a woman no more. They just taking your uterus out, baby. That was it. And I guess she think, because that is what makes a baby and all that. With the other things that we got down there. And she like, boo, your husband, he can get up there, way up there. I doubt it. Sticking that dangling, I doubt it. And I was like, oh, Mama E, too much. You're doing a little too much right now. I'm trying to get out a clean version, because what she said was just like, what the word? You just have to see it. I'm just like, Mama E, no, I can't. And she was stern with it. I was like, please, next scene. So after that went left, she got out there. Basically, she was stumbling over her words. She said, and we all know Tracy not good at just being out there by herself, especially when she said, well, Mama E said she had just got the script or whatever, and I guess she didn't have time to practice like she wanted to or whatever. But I just think you need some more public speaking, because for me, I know by being on this YouTube platform, it really helped me be more, interactive with the crowd, or try to not be so nervous, because it's a lot, especially with how many people that was in that room. It's a lot trying to just also keep it together, as well as let your personality shine. And she tried, I can give her that, but she was stumbling over them words like she couldn't read. Like, we were back in kindergarten days trying to sound out stuff. I'm like, oh Lord. But I have been there, so. But she got through it, even though it was dreadful. It was dreadful to watch, to be honest. I know it was dreadful for her to be up there, but it was just dreadful to watch. When you see somebody, you just know they're doing horrible. It's like, oh gosh, take off. But then we get to Tony and Trina. I don't know where they was going. I guess they had the doctor's appointment. I don't know. But Trina, she was driving Tony, and Tony was basically going in on about her driving skills, how she can't drive, how she can't put the thing in park, how she used to tear up the house, by driving and stuff. I'm like, oh gosh, really? Well, if it was that big of a case, Tony, you should have drove. but I guess something's going on with your lupus or whatever. But I was like, look, if you gonna make fun of my drive, we're gonna have to pull over. We're gonna have to pull over, and we might need to get somebody, one of the production team, to like drive you, because I just can't take it. So then Tony brings up the fact that Tawanda told her that, you know, Trina's trying to get a gun, and she trying to figure out, why are you trying to get a gun, you know, or whatever. And she was like, I just want to feel protected, you know, when I go home and stuff like that, because she didn't tell her what she told Tawanda, the whole story of why she wants to. She just, you know, heard that she want to get a gun, and she like, I don't think that's a good idea. And you know, Trina, she went off like, why is everybody on me? I can't do this, I can't do that, I can do it, I'm gonna show you, or whatever. But this is something serious. It ain't like no play like we getting BB guns out here. But hey, woo. So then we go to what is it, Tamar and Tony. They go by their mama condo or whatever. This scene to me could have been cut out, because I really didn't see no need for it. But I guess it's supposed to lead up to the next scene after that, is when they bum rush their mom at her little date she having with Rick. But they come over. She just basically tells them about she's going on a date, and it's like, oh, a date? Who going on a date? Now, mama, what, how, who? Where he at? And of course that was Tamar. I mean, like Tamar. And she was like, well, Tawanda, Tracy, Trina, you know, they had like this little speed date for me, and I met them like that. And it was like, really? Okay. So which, I mean, how you gonna act on a date? Like, what you gonna say? You know, we need to prep you. Let's do like a little mock type thing. So she went on along with it, and then they just start acting crazy. Like, how old are y'all? This is your mama. Like, really? She knew the game before you did. Like, come on now. So and it was this one thing I really didn't too much like. Really, Tony, you could just kept it to yourself. Talking about some, you know, she should lie, because I think it was about she want to travel or something, or I forgot. But she was like, yeah, you should just tell a little light skin lie. Like I said, whatever. So then she was like, well, I gotta go, y'all. I ain't got time. You know, my date waiting on me, whatever. So Tamar just thought it was a bright idea. Let's go spy on mommy. So they go to this place, and they like sit in the corner while they can be able to see their mama and the date. So Tamar, you know, was just talking, and then basically they already knew you was there. So Tamar just like, okay, they saw us, they done peeped us out, let's go ahead and get up and go over there. Tamar acting all without like the 100 question game, like, are you saved? Like, and the man looked like he wanted to cuss her out. Like, wait a minute, I'm not here for you. But she was just acting like a little girl. I mean, I know it's your mama, you gonna go for ends and hot waters, but and then Tony following her, and she even said she was the oldest. She was like, I'm the oldest, and she just gets me into her little schemes. Yeah, because you be right there. Then be looking dumb. So she was like, come on, Tamar. Come on, Tamar, still running. So she finally gets up. They go in the little corner where they was and start fussing. Tamar's like, why you had like that? You threw me on the... Really? So then Tony and Tamar, they go visit what's her name, Trina, at Bar Chicks or whatever, and they come in and talking about, you know, she got some good oxtails and stuff like that. Then, you know, Tamar was like, so, you know, mommy, you know, she went on a date. And Trina was like, yeah, you know, and she was just telling how it happened. And Tamar was just talking about some Match.com, like, and Trina don't understand why it was okay for her to invite Tamar to invite all these men and stuff, but at that little there was a lot party, but she couldn't like go through an actual matchmaker and try to set, you know, her mama up. She understand it. So she brought up the whole what was it, her wanting mommy to live in mama wanted mama either live in LA. And Tamar and Tom was like, what, move to LA? What are you talking about, Trina? You know her love, Tamar. What are you talking about? Like, oh my gosh, really? Okay. Alright. Okay. And then so Tamar was like being all, you know, just like nonchalant about the situation. I'm on my phone, you know. I'm like, girl, this is what got you kicked off the rail. All this unnecessariness. But of course they ain't get nothing accomplished with that conversation. She, you know, Trina was like, okay, we just gonna dead this, but we still gonna bring that up. You ain't running from this. So then we get to what is it? Trina, she invites what is it? Trina, she invites Tracy and Tawanda. She said she gonna prove to them that she can own a gun and she'll know how to work it. So, you know, she all dressed for the occasion, right? Tawanda, she came in there like a little hug tight cat suit thing with her boobs showing. I'm like, did you not know where you were going? Like, you weren't going to no club, you weren't going to meet no possible husband, or I don't even know what she thought she was going to, but of course scripted for the cameras. So just say she definitely wasn't suited for the occasion. I really don't know what she thought. She was like, her and Tracy was like, we thought it was Charlie's Angels. What the? Like I said, scripted. But then when they actually, because she actually took them to like a little simulation type thing where, you know, you can practice shooting, but it's not actually shooting. It's like kind of like off-brand laser tag, but you can shoot the person in the head. You can still do all that, but mainly headshot. Right up Tracy alley. She was ready. When I tell you she was walking with that gun like a G, she was like a G. I tell you, she was like, what's good? You know, at first, Trina, she was, you know, doing okay or whatever. Then Tawana thought this plan where she was telling, you know, Tracy, like, let's make up a strategy. After that, she was just, she didn't win, let's put it that way, but she did a good job. But I liked it how, what's her name? Tracy was telling her, you know, yeah, you did a good job here, you know. But when it actually comes to that situation, your butt is gonna freeze up. You know, you'll be thinking about trying to reach for the gun, but then you'll be like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Huh? I don't know. Is this really happening or whatever? And I'm like, okay. And she's like, but I still want to get a gun. Alright, moving on. So we're just gonna get to the big finale, I call it, of this episode, because that's what's really people want to see. Like, was Tamar gonna drop some knowledge on us? But she just really, to me, she just dropped some lies, because clearly we already know what the deal was. But she, like I said, she was gonna drop some shade. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, yeah, he down here. Oh, you way over there. Okay. My dogs. But yeah. So Vince, and I don't know why he has to call, but whatever. Vince calls Tony and tells her, hey, I need you to come over here because it's a 911 emergency. I mean, he just made it like, and she's like, what's going on? Is it Logan? Like, I guess she gets these calls a lot. So before she makes a trip out the door, what's really going on? And he was like, I'm gonna let Tamar tell you. I think it'll be best that she tells you. And she's like, okay, I'll be over there in 2 minutes. We get over there. She goes into the bedroom. Tamar looking like she done lost a puppy. She like, basically, I'm basically fired. Tony like, what? Wait, what? Vince got a call. Next thing I know, they saying, you know, they let me go. The production let me go. And Tony was like, wait. How they letting you go? Well, come to find out, they saying I wasn't getting along with my cast members. What? How was you getting? How was you not getting along with your class members? Your cast members when they was just over here not too long ago. I'm like, oh, and do you know your friends could be your worst enemies at times, especially when they want to get where you at. But you ain't really there. You're not like a Beyonce, how you trying, I guess, to portray yourself. Because you definitely ain't at that level. But, I mean, I'm just saying. But my thing is, the whole time, she was telling this story. And trying to be sincere. And y'all make sure, and I know, if y'all watched it, y'all know what I'm talking about. She was looking at the cameras like, is it on? Is it on? Is it on? Okay. I don't know what happened. They didn't tell me anything. Like, we didn't do anything. Like, I'm okay, Jay. Let's see. My JJ got my back. I'm telling you. But I don't know. Like, I just don't know what to do, Tony. They just said it was, you want to be up here on the camera? You see, say hey. The camera shot, y'all. Hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. Said I show him love. You good? Okay. I'm okay. Well, see, I can't, act like because he thinks I'm wrong with me. But, yeah, but she was just basically throwing shade at, her ex-cast members. She really didn't say too much about production. She just, I don't know why they cut me out. They just said I wasn't working well with my cast members, this and that. And then she said I loved them. And when you say you loved with the D at the end, past tense, she really coming out for y'all. And y'all just saying, oh my gosh, we love you, Tamar. She just throwing y'all under the bus. Like, y'all the backstabbers. Y'all the one who got me fired. So it was just crazy to me. And I mean, she was, doing all this and like, I don't know what to do. This year has been really sucky for me. Like, it's from Dancing with the Stars and this and that. Now this. Yes, now this. If you change up your attitude and how you talk to people, then maybe you will still have a job. I mean, everybody like your little but it's like everything you do, it got to be turned up to 100. Calm down. Breathe. You don't have to do all of that to get people attention. I'm just saying. But like I said, she just was throwing shade at the real Cash. She really didn't too much. Like, it was just horrible. And then had a nerve. And then she threw shade at you, Tony. She gonna talk about. So how do you deal with public humiliation? Like, how do you? And then Tony was like, damn, did you really just do that, man? Yeah, she She did it. She said it. Well, you just gotta go through the process. I mean, you gotta stay strong, have a strong supportive system. Like, I mean, it is what it is, Tamar, at the end of the day. And then my thing was, why you looking at the camera, make sure they got this, make sure they looking at you. You gonna say, with all this pity and all this. But you know what? Monday is gonna be a new day. I ain't gonna cry. I'm gonna let this ride on. But best believe I got people calling me. And I might take up that call that called me. Like, I got you. I guess it's the Steve Harvey. He called her like, I got you. But I really don't understand how you got her when you also are on Fox as well. And then they let her go. But they was just gonna keep it nice, professional and friendly. But she had to go do other ratchet stuff. to just make them say, well, you was doing this, you wasn't doing good business with the advertising, you seem ghetto. I mean, it just went off after she did what she did on social media and just was acting a plum butt fool around here. So, but yeah, y'all, that was my take on this episode. And to be honest, I don't even know why, but I'm thinking the ratings are down on this show is why they had to insert this 10 minutes of her just basically shading, well, ain't even shading, just told you my cast members, they asked me out. No, nigga, it was you. See, she got me on that character. You know I normally say that, but no, it was you. Take blame for yourself. And that's the thing. I know, just watching you always think it's about you, and if some pop off, it's not me. I'm not doing anything. It's them. No, look at you and what you put in the situation. Like, you are not all good. Woo. Child. Okay, I digress, y'all. I digress. Like I said, that was my recap on Braxton Family Values Season 5, Episode 3. Supposedly the title's supposed to be Shit Gets Real. Yeah. So if you like my video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't. Share this video. Let people know about your girl Starr Kraziness, and I will see you on the next recap.
You moving it back? Plug. They say, yeah. Hey. They say fame makes you change.